The third Cornhill Test match between England and India at the Oval. A very important game, this one, not just for India, but for England too, because they have two shots at not only the match, but also selections. They have other games coming up, and particularly the nominations of the tour for Australia, where the Ashes battle will take place later in the year. Well, the first setback for England came this morning just before Graham Gooch walked out onto the field, when Chris Lewis had to pull out. He had a migraine headache and his place was taken by Neil Williams. A marvellous chance for Williams, who was brought in as 12th man up at Old Trafford, was going to be 12th man again here at the Oval, and suddenly finds himself into the side with a chance of bowling himself into the team for Australia. India have made a change. Wasan comes in. He's the young pace bowler who did so well against Glamorgan the other day. Kumble, the leg spinner, goes out. There is one leg spinner left, that is Hirvani. So the umpires, Nigel Plews and David Shepherd. India won the toss and batted first on a pitch. Well, Ray Illingworth said there was some moisture in it, but it looked to me as though it would be pretty good for batting. We join play now on the first ball of the second over. Fraser is bowling to Sidhu. 4 runs are on the board without loss. There's a nice start to Sidhu. It may have swung a little, but it really only swung into the middle of the bat. And 4 more. 2 lovely shots.
Almost a repeat of the shot he played on the first ball. Ball left him, and Sidhu was beaten by that, pushing his bat out. That's what happens when you've begun with a bang. You tend to think that you can contact every ball, but Sidhu must guard against that complacency.
Oh, what a good catch. And it does underline that standing so close to the wicketkeeper, Alan Lamb, is just about superfluous. Brilliant catch by Russell. It's his catch to go for in that position, and Sidhu is the man dismissed.
Well, Sidhu played at that ball outside the off stump, and it was a marvellous catch there by Jack Brustell. The ball was going to Alan Lamb, but Russell dived in front of him and took that catch.
The situation is with those slip fielders that we've been saying all along that first slip should be much wider to allow the wicketkeeper the chance to go for anything on his right-hand side. It was very well played.
There's an example of a beautiful piece of timing. Ray Illingworth's in the box with me. Good morning, Ray. I don't think you'll see much better than that.
Morning, Jack. Morning, everybody. No, he's a lovely player, this Mandrake. Good style, good time with the ball, wristy. And there you just see the advantage of letting the ball come to you and just a turn of the wrists and away it goes.
So Neil Williams, continuing from the pavilion end. Neil Williams, who came into the side this morning at the very last moment because Chris Lewis withdrew just about 10:30, half an hour before the start, because he was suffering from a migraine. So this man, 28 years old, has his first opportunity in Test cricket.
Well, that swung, but it also hit the boundary fence then, and not the sort of start that any new bowler wants, but fine shot. It's a beautiful shot. 4 runs. Sunil Gavaskar with me. Good morning, Sunil, and a good first hour for India on balance.
Yes, it would have been better, Jack, if Sidhu hadn't fallen, because he was really looking good. but this is the kind of delivery that Ravi Shastri loves to face.
Oh, that's a poor shot. Russell does it again. Away goes Mandraker. That really was a poor shot because it was on the up. It wasn't there to drive. That's the second wicket for India, and really that was a wasted wicket. Good catch by Russell. India now 61 for 2.
Surprising to see Mandraker play a shot like that.
Now just watch the positioning of Russell as he takes the catch vis-a-vis the sighting of Alan Lamb, because that's the one we've picked out. And again, would have gone to Lamb, but Russell's taken it with no fuss or no problem at all. New batsman Dilip Vengsarkar.
That's a nicely angled bat by Ravi Shastri. It'll race away over this burned hard ground here at the Oval, and that'll be 4 runs.
Oh, tremendous shout here from everybody. Well, the only thing you can see, it may have been a touch shy, may have been missing leg stump, but certainly very close.
Oh, and Shastri at Lord's showed an inclination to get after Hemmings, tried there, covered up as it happened and got away with it.
Shastri likes to hit the ball up in the vacant mid-wicket area.
That's a lovely shot. That is a beautiful shot. Glorious piece of timing and placing. The wrists really controlled that shot.
It's a long boundary out there too, and Dilip Vengsarkar played that shot marvelously well.
Went for it and got it. Second bouncer that Fraser's tried, and really there was no problem for Vengsarkar at all. Just moved the right way and a little short arm jab.
As he saw it coming, he got up on his toes, got well inside the line, and hit it beautifully, the deep square leg.
And that brings the 100 up for India. It's come in the 38th over.
Only just over mid-on's head. It was lovely bowling from Eddie Hemmings. He beat Shastri in the flight. The batsman in the end was prepared to go through with it. And for one moment, Hemmings and Shastri and Gooch must have thought it was going to go straight down his throat. Not far over the top. And that's out of Malcolm's reach, but not by far. It'll go for 4 as well. So that's twice Hemmings has beaten him in 2 balls. And Shastri has picked up 8 runs from it. Not only that, but he has half a century as well.
Neil Williams back for his second spell. His first one was from the pavilion end. Now he's switched.
The well bowled looked and sounded as though it was bat and pad clicking together. Beautifully placed. There's a lovely shot from Vengsarkar.
Yes, that was a fine shot, right to the pitch of the ball. Good follow through, straight through the gap there, extra cover.
He'll fairly race away over the practice pitches, the end of the square.
Help yourself, which Dilip Vengsarkar did. 4 runs.
It's the kind of delivery you often get in schools cricket.
Oh, it is a bit like a school playing ground out there. The playground, it's the one that sticks and double bounces, goes down the leg side. Never mind, stick to it.
Not exactly a delivery the wicketkeeper would like, because not only is it wide, there's a danger of the batsman hitting him as well.
Out of the school playground. A huge full toss, a double bouncing, a long hop down the leg side, a full toss, and a caught and bowled. Well, Vengsarkar goes, caught and bowled Atherton for 33.
Another full toss. Vengsarkar perhaps trying to hit it straight past the bowler, but ended up hitting it straight at him.
150 for 3, Mike Atherton's first test wicket, and this is the Indian captain, Mohammad Azharuddin.
And what a first test wicket for Michael Atherton.
Lovely shot by Ravi Shastri. Ball struck with a straight back on the up. Well, that's just the sort of ball that Vengsarkar hit back to Atherton in the air and was caught and bowled, but this time Azharuddin made no mistake.
He wasn't that far off, actually.
And that's typical of the deflections. They don't need to do more than that, Sunil.
Well, we got nicely inside the ball. A shuffle carried him there, and as the ball got directed to his leg side, Shastri just nudged it past for 4 runs.
Graham Gooch is going to bowl from the pavilion end. Joy for the statisticians, 200 up. 50 partnership as well between Mohammad Azharuddin and Ravi Shastri. That's a beautiful shot. Been no better stroke play today.
Mohammad Azharuddin is in great form. This wasn't exactly a bad ball.
That will be it, if Shastri can be quick enough. That is a very good 100 from Ravi Shastri. Complete concentration throughout. Solely interested in the job in hand. He's made that 100 out of 215 for 3.
Well, as fine as you can get it. And 4 more. And that's 50 for the Indian captain. It's come out of a partnership so far of 89. That's a lovely shot again. Wasn't all that bad a ball, it was a touch short, but even so, the room that was made with Azharuddin's footwork. Oh, that is a handsome stroke. I think this was Shastri at his best, because again, virtually no backlift to start with, but a real punch through the ball.
Well, this was the shot he was looking for off the previous delivery. That time it was on the half volley and beautifully still and just struck away through extra cover.
Oh, and there's 4 more, and that makes 17 off the over. There's also, of course, been the wide in it, so it's still not over.
Well, India cashing in before the new balls do, which is just right.
Neil Williams then to Azharuddin.
Oops.
What a wonderful catch. Azharuddin perhaps trying to steer the ball. Gets the outside edge. The ball actually dives to ground, but Jack Russell dived under it. First test wicket for Neil Williams. Azharuddin caught Russell, bowled Williams, 78.
Here he is, angling his bat. And a fine catch by Jack Russell. It would never have carried to Alan Lamb, so it's absolutely brilliantly taken over there.
It's Manoj Prabhakar who's coming to bat. I think many people around the ground imagined that Tendulkar would come in, but Manoj Prabhakar has come in ahead. That's beautifully timed. Lovely timing that. 4 runs to Prabhakar.
That is a wasted delivery.
This was banging right down at his toes, and, well, even the keeper couldn't reach it.
Up comes the 300. That's a chase for Neil Williams. The outfield is very fast.
In fact, it looks like Neil Williams is maybe leaving the field at the moment. He was certainly holding the left hamstring. And if that is the case, then England are going to be very short in the bowling department.
I would say it was that chase out to the boundary, which turned out to be abortive anyway. It was this very nice stroke by Prabhakar away on the onside. Now, Neil Williams was chasing and was moving pretty well. And I reckon it was just as he started to pull up that it grabbed him. Yes, that was the moment when Williams pulled up, and the good news from the dressing room was that it's only regarded as severe cramp, and they don't think there was a hamstring strain. It would be really bad luck for Neil Williams if it were to be otherwise. 2 more runs added to take it up to 324 for 4 at the close of play. A lovely performance from India with Ravi Shastri, 135 not out. A wonderful effort of concentration from him on a very good pitch, and Prabhakar cleverly sent in by Mohammad Azharuddin at the end there to face the second new ball. The bowling figures, well, everyone struggled out there, but Angus Fraser was again the best. 23 overs, 11 maidens, 1 for 58 on a batsman's pitch. Williams, 21 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 53. Devon Malcolm, he seemed to me to be too short today. 19 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 54. Gooch, 9 overs of swing, none for 32. Didn't bowl badly. And Hemmings, none for 58, with Atherton 7 very expensive overs. But the excellent wicket of Van Sarker, caught and bowled, 1 for 60 from those 7 overs. And I'm afraid they were very inaccurate overs. So, a wonderful day for India. Great toss to win. Nice thing to happen to them here at the end of the series on the first day. There have been other nice things happening throughout the summer. 1 or 2 untoward, and 1 or 2 you wouldn't wish on your least favourite person. Here they are. Second over, he's bowling to Prabhakar, and no runs have been added to the overnight total.
Well, thank you very much. There really shouldn't be looseners in Test cricket. The good bowlers make sure they're thoroughly warmed up and loose before this first ball, but just look at this one.
Well, that really was help yourself. Short, wide, just bouncing the right height. And Prabhakar really clobbered that away for 4.
Oh, got hands to it, I think. Again, it was a very wide delivery, and had he holed out to that, it really would have been a giveaway.
Yes, it was almost like the first one that he cracked for 4. He just fell away from the shot a little bit, and that's the reason he didn't keep it quite down.
There's Angus Fraser, and he's emerging this summer to be comfortably the best of the England attack.
Big shout there, and he's given him, yes, a full-length delivery from Fraser, and Prabhakar just shuffling across a little bit. And umpire Nigel Pearce there, no hesitation in giving him out LBW. Now that's well deserved by Fraser this morning. He's been absolutely right on the spot. Hasn't given a run away, and there it is again. Full length. Just slightly angling in, not much. Hitting the right-hand side of the pad. The pad's still in line now. Very nice.
Robert Smith is actually an extra cover, not mid-off, and that was beautifully placed. Oh, right to him. Well, that's good play by Ravi Shastri. It's got a little bit bogged down. 350 comes up for India. No better way of keeping that scoreboard ticking along than by picking up your short singles.
A rerun of Old Trafford. That was a glorious stroke. Yes. And it's gone straight to land. For one anxious moment, Russell must have wondered, should he go across there? Tendulkar is gone after promising much, and Williams has another wicket.
Well, it was a little bit wide, and he flashed at it, and that's the reason that ball went to Lamy. Straight into his mid-drift. Straightforward catch at slip.
Kapil Davis, the new batsman. It was a half-hearted appeal, but a good over. The wicket and one past the outside edge as well. Devon Malcolm's coming on now at the Vauxhall end. much in it. It had to be a direct hit with the bowler unable to get back to the stumps. Gow was the fielder.
Well, a direct hit could well have caused problems. Gow was still pretty quick.
Beautiful strokes played in this match already, and we're only into the second day. Ravi Shastri has now reached 150.
Oh, that's a neat deflection. Nobody can do anything about that. Brings up the 400. Also brings up, taking Shastri now to 161. Beautifully taken. Lovely shot. Just a touch short. And this is the man they want, though, because it seems to be developing quite a touch here this morning. It was a lovely glance.
The man at square leg near the umpire was instantly around, shouting for the run out there. Kapil Dev had to motor, I can tell you.
Very, very close, but it does look as if Kapil Dev is just in.
Fraser is really cranky with himself there. Having gone right through the over to the last ball, all of a sudden, he gave in the half volley.
Yes, and Kapil quick to seize on that and drive it straight past him. Very, very hard shot there. And Fraser couldn't get back down quickly.
Brings up the 450 for India. And steady progress today, 324 overnight, so we've had 126 runs for India this morning, today. On the up, Devon Malcolm chases, but he may as well not. The 23rd boundary for Ravi Shastri. Terrific shot, and that's 50. Come out of a partnership of 92. He scored 52 of them. Well, you see shots like that and you realise the virtuosity of this man, Kapil Dev. Loves to hit the ball in front of the wicket, but can also play the delicate shots.
Yes, just opening the face there. That's beautifully guided. I would say he's a very talented cricketer, a lot of skill.
Devon Malcolm is the bowler. There are two men back on the hook shot for Kapil Dev, so we must guess that Devon Malcolm is going to whack a few bounces in short. It's in the air. Drops nowhere. It's a funny shot from Kapil. He always plays it. A little pivot. He doesn't quite turn, just pivots and wafts the ball around to square leg. It's caught in. Well caught by Alan Lamb, and Ravi Shastri's long and valuable innings ends. Superb effort of concentration. Ravi Shastri, opening the batting for India, is out midway through the second afternoon for 187, and he's been out there for 561 minutes. He scored 23 fours.
And finally, even his patience snapped when he went for that drive. And a simple catch to Alan Lamb at first slip.
And that was a partnership of 110 runs between Ravi Shastri and Kapil Dev. At the wicket now, Kieran Murray. 478 for 7. Virtuoso slash outside the off stump there.
From that shot, it would appear that Kieran Murray has been batting for quite some time. But actually, it's the first ball that he faced.
Unorthodox but effective. Cracking shot from Kapil Dev. Oh, that's another punishing shot from Kapil Dev. Very rarely does Angus Fraser drop that short. Or was it that short? Just a superb natural stroke.
Yes, he saw that ball very early and hit it beautifully.
Tremendous shot. Just no script or textbook for that. And the 500 comes up for India. Catch at mid-off if it had been a mid-off. Crashing shot.
Well, obviously, if the ball's going to be pitched up, Kapil's going to go for it.
Not far off. It would have been a great catch. It was a good effort. Robin Smith, the background of spectators.
Well, at least he went in the right direction, did Robin Smith, because without a doubt, this is the worst seeing ground in the country when you're down there in the boundary. Very, very difficult indeed to pick it up.
Neil Williams to share the attack. Well, that's the 50 partnership. Well, that's a good shot. It's a slightly slower ball, but a full half volley. And Murray can deal with those. Hemmings to Kapil. Oh, and in what style? first time he's tried it in the whole innings. He gets into 3 figures. That's been a wonderful innings. It's his seventh 100 for India. Congratulations from his partner and the balcony. Only his second 100 against England, and only the second one of his 7 abroad. There's been elegance in the innings, fierce hitting, and it's been one of his most selective innings. Oh, out. Great effort there by Jack Russell. And he's having a fine match. And this crowd now will give him a wonderful ovation. An innings full of class and quality, fierce hitting and selective stroke play. Got just a bit of everything.
Jack Russell wasn't going to miss this opportunity. You see him stepping down the track, missing it, and Russell's had the bails off in a flash. And the instructions to Atul Wasan and Kiran More must be to try and get as many as possible. Azhar must be quite happy with 550 and is trying to make sure that England get at least an hour or maybe a little less than an hour before he calls the batsman in, if they stay that long.
That's a lovely wristy, I suppose, square drive or square cut off the front foot. Be the closest to it, but a Vauxhall end, 576 for 8. This is the highest score ever by India against England, not just in this country. Previous best at Cawnpur. Bowling behind his pads. Just a question now of whether Hivani will be needed to come out. Eddie Hemmings has picked up another wicket. Very good. He's wheeled away. Shown plenty of skill and courage, and he deserves the success. Atul Wasan bowled Hemmings 15, 14 balls. His 4th Test match, played against New Zealand just a few months ago, and that's the way he went. Narendra Hivani, glad to join Kiran Murray. That's a very good half century to Kiran Murray. Total goes to 593 for 9. Neil Williams took the new ball, but he's disappeared from the scene now. Devon Malcolm will bowl. That's a very, very good shot. It was a full toss, but still had to be hit. And up comes the 600. Just short of the line, but a very good hit nonetheless. Off a man who is one of the fastest bowlers around. At the end of that Malcolm over, the declaration has come. And a very satisfactory one it was too, so far as the Indians were concerned. 606 for 9, the highest score they've ever made against England. A wonderful knock from Ravi Shastri for 187. And Kapil Dev, I thought, was quite outstanding today in his concentration and his refusal to be talked into hitting down the ground against Eddie Hemmings. In the end, Hemmings had him stumped for 110. Kiran More played very well, 61 not out, no great pressure on there, but a fine performance. Pick of the bowlers for England: Fraser, 42 overs, 17 maidens, 2 for 112. Those figures don't reflect in any way the manner in which Fraser bowled. The more I see of him, the more respect I have for him as a bowler, not just for now, but for the future as well. I can see no way he won't bowl very well indeed. out in Australia. So that was the situation when Gooch and Atherton had to go out and face 12 overs. Nothing very pleasant about that against some capable swing bowlers and late in the day after they've been trying to concentrate all day. We join play now with the first ball of the second over. Atherton is taking strike. Prabhakar is coming in. It's 5 for no wicket.
Well, that swung and beat everything and everybody.
That was a big in-swinger, very badly directed, having Morey dive desperately to his left, but still not getting a glove to it.
Well, he's close. Another big in-swing, and umpire Plews saying too much in-swing.
Yes, it's another big in-swinger going clearly down the leg side.
That wasn't a convincing hook by any means, but perfectly safe.
No, this just got him a little bit tucked up there. He wasn't quite in the position he was hoping to play it. Couldn't keep it down, but he just got sufficient bat on it to keep it safe.
Oh, that's out. And Prabhakar struck. Atherton's gone. And that's exactly what India want. The first wicket. England now 18 for 1, with the probability of a night watchman coming in. India right on top.
Well, Prabhakar's only a small man, but a little bit of bounce here. That was, well, about halfway down, but you can see it got just over waist high, just went away that little bit from Atherton, just either brushed the glove or the top shoulder of the bat.
Well, new batsman, Neil Williams. New boys in Test cricket get some of the jobs that other people don't want. Now we've got a bowling change, and the new bowler, Atul Wasson. That's the end that Graham Gooch wants to stay at for the rest of the evening. Oh, well, he's gone for the hook. And got it. No words from Gooch, not even a look. Well, he's faced 13 deliveries. And he scored 15 runs. There are different ways of doing a night watchman job.
There certainly are, but Neil Williams was there at the end. Most important that he should be so. It's quite a deal to put in a player in his first Test match to act as night watchman, but he came through it very capably indeed. Gooch is there on 5. It's 36 for 1 in reply to that massive Indian total, and the bowling figures 1 for 13 to Prabhakar. Wasson, he looked as though he had plenty of pace up his sleeve there, and he could be a lively customer on the third day of this match. Kapil Dev 5 overs 1 maiden, no wicket for 9. Well, in the course of making those runs, Graham Gooch achieved the highest aggregate in a 3-match series in any Test series anywhere in the world. 7 runs to avoid the follow-on. That's another 371 all day. First of all, to get somewhere up near that follow-on mark and to repulse the Indian bowlers all the way along. We join play now with the last ball of the second over. Prabhakar is the bowler. He's coming in to bowl to Williams, the night watchman, and 11 runs have been added in quick time to the overnight total.
Oops, he went straight into Graham Gooch. He got so excited, Neil Williams, he ran up the left-hand side of the pitch and straight into the captain, but it's 4.
Yes, I think he couldn't take his eyes off the ball. He was admiring the shot to such an extent. Good shot, lovely position, beautiful high hands on the follow-through there. Look at that follow-through. I think he was so carried away with the shot, Forgot about his partner coming down.
This is Kapildev. Beautiful shot. Such a fast outfield.
Well, Gooch just swatting that away, really, with "don't bowl that stuff to me" sort of thing.
Well, there is a change of bowling. Kapildev comes off now, and Atul Wasson takes over at the pavilion end. And that is a 50 partnership between Graham Gooch and Neil Williams.
Oh, that's a fine shot. As straight a drive as you could get. That was a lovely hit.
Nice little half volley. And a very, very good straight drive.
Oh, that must be close, and he's out. Williams looks, that was a full length, and Prabhakar deserved that wicket. He really has, because he's beaten Williams on the outside several times this morning. The fine innings from the night watchman. LBW to Prabhakar for 38, England 92 for 2. New batsman David Gower. This is how the wicket went. Prabhakar getting closer to the wicket, angling back, catching Williams on the knee roll of the front pad. And that's him off the mark. Doesn't usually take long. What better way? A flicked forward to mid-wicket.
Anything, the outfield is quickened. Hundred up for England with Atherton gone, and well, I think umpire Shepherd will have. Well, in fact, he is having a word. He just went straight down the line of the stumps there. You just can't do that.
Yes, well, that's an official warning, and I think David Shepherd's been more than patient with Wasson there. He's continued to run down that line. You can see that right onto the leg stump, and he's well over the 4-foot mark. I would think 2 and 3 feet beyond that sometimes.
Oh, well, it's in no man's land. Don't think that will have been very well received in the dressing room. LBW, Gower is gone, and that is the first test wicket for Wasson. Congratulations for him. Disappointment for David Gower on 111.
Well, it's a little bit of a lazy shot. No real movement of the feet, just a shuffle across the stumps, and not much doubt about that. So both feet still on the popping crease. And that is the problem that David Gower's got. It is lazy, there's no doubt about that. It's a lazy shot. No way backwards or forwards, just a shuffle across.
Now then, John Morris is the new batsman. comes out to join Graham Gooch.
A little streaky, but Morris was in charge of the shot. That could have carried. Just nipped back, but trying to cover it. We just see a bit of movement back in and squeezing that ball onto the pad, and it went down, but it was certainly a good piece of bowling. Oh, that's out. One that went the other way. And really, first Gower and now Morris. That was a lovely piece of bowling. Morris goes caught by Murray off the bowling of Wassound. He only scored 7, and England now in real trouble, 120 for 4. It'll be disappointment for Morris. Couldn't really have had a better chance than this, but just look at the line of ball, and that's wide. It's wide to push at. You can only really get half a bat at it. You can't offer the full face of the ball that wide, and if there's any movement at all, then really you're fatal. It was a decent delivery, but it started wide and really needn't have been played at. Alan Lamb, the new batsman. That's Gooch at his best.
But outside the off stump, Gooch has not received too many short balls or too many loose deliveries this morning. It's been slow progress for him, probably one of his slowest innings.
Well, the last over before lunch, and the bowling change with leg spinner Narendra Navani coming on to bowl. And there's Gooch's 50. Good solid effort from the England captain. My word, his side needs it. And another one, and even one more after that.
Kapil there giving Alan Lamb a bit of width and also a little bit short, and really crashed it away. It was well wide.
Beautifully bowled.
Just about the classic Yorker we were talking about. And if you want a definition of it, that's it.
Well, if there's one place to bowl at Alan Lamb, that's on full length. He's a great square cutter, and he's also a good puller. So you've got to pitch the ball up to him, and Kapil Dev doing that on this occasion. So what a start for India straight after lunch. 139 for 5, and England with a mountain to climb now, and Lamb with those steps to climb. Robin Smith, and nobody's played better than him this summer. He's been in tremendous form, but there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders now with Graham Gooch and himself. These two, one of them's got to make a big 100 now.
Flashing shot, 4 runs to Robin Smith.
One now to continue to Robin Smith.
And that's the man he's concerned about, but this time it's off the pad.
That's precisely the reason why the fielder has been kept there, but Smith's bat well behind pad.
That was a good bouncer from Capel. Wassan now to Robin Smith. There's a great shot. It's a full-length half volley, but I don't think there's anybody in Test cricket hits that sort of ball harder than Robin Smith.
Now, when he does it all with the correct sort of follow-through, good foot position, head still, you can't get anything much better than that. That's a textbook finish, is that?
And there's another one.
Well, this was a tremendous shot again. It was a front foot square drive, really. It's just short of length, but hit that off the front foot and tremendous power.
That's a good shot.
Well, that just quickened Gooch's tired legs up a little bit. He had to move pretty quickly. But he played that beautifully, kept it down, controlled the shot with the right hand, knocking that straight down.
Oh, and he went for another one, indicating the arm. Everybody's claiming. Now, Gooch did that at Old Trafford. He was given out. This time he's not. Umpire Shepherd, he's quite happy where it hits. The Indians aren't happy. And Gooch walking away to have a talk with Robin Smith. Could have been the end of him, but it wasn't.
Well, it was a good bouncer. He got Gooch going for it again. No doubt that hit round about the right shoulder. No doubt about that. He got through with the shot too early. The bat had actually gone through when the ball arrived. There you see it just hitting the shoulder. No doubt about that at all.
Prabhakar now to Robin Smith. Another good shot for Robin Smith. And his 5th boundary. Well, another useful bouncer, because Smith's not averse to taking up a challenge.
Yes, has been bouncing this pitch right from the word go. Oh, a fine piece of fielding. Smith back, but had to be on his toes. Young Sachin Tendulkar. Good arm on him, good throwing arm.
Long chase there for young Tendulkar, and he won't win that one.
Robin Smith missing few opportunities to score.
Oh, dear me. I thought it was only quick bowlers who had looseners.
And you see Manjrekar hit forward short leg lying on the floor.
Well, that's the 50 partnership. It's come off 172 balls. We can't say for certain that's the slowest one of the summer, but it's quite likely to be.
That's 200 for 5 for England. It's not quite a recovery, but it's a good performance with just 3 men in double figures in this innings so far. Gooch has 76 not out, Robin Smith 35 not out, and Williams made 38. Just wide of the man at mid-on. A bit of release of tension for Graham Gooch there. Made up his mind before the ball left the bowler's hand.
Yes, I think it says played all this time and didn't quite middle that. If he'd have bowled out at mid-on, he'd have been a bit annoyed with himself, because it certainly made his mind up before the ball was delivered. He was coming down the pitch before Shastri got to the crease.
Well fielded by Tendulkar, but the 2 runs brings Robin Smith yet another half-century and an excellent innings, just when needed.
Yes, that's a good 50 today. England a lot of pressure.
And he's given him. Well, Robin Smith seemed to take half a pace and then thought better of it and turned round. The Indians were in no doubt. Umpire Shepherd thought about it, and that's the end of Smith, and the 6th wicket England have lost. 2-3-1 for 6. Smith gone for 57.
Well, this is a bonus for India. Ravi Shastri getting the very important wicket of Robin Smith, very obviously off the bat, and then a simple catch to forward short leg.
Well, there, I think there's no doubt Manjrekar pounces. Smith is a yard out. I thought he'd make good his ground and hope for the best. In fact, there wasn't much query about that. Umpire Shepherd had one think about it and gave him out. Jack Russell, the new batsman. Well, that might be out, and is. Now that is a real killer blow for England. India are absolutely delighted, and the first risk, really, that Graham Gooch has taken has cost him his wicket. May well have cost England the follow-on and even the match. Ravi Shastri, the man who took the catch. Graham Gooch gone. England 2-3-3 for 7.
He really has been the one man who's been the thorn in their side over the series, and even now he looked as if he was going to be the one to do the rescue act. There you see the sweep, not in control. Like the hook, it is a shot which one cannot always control properly, and there Shastri clings onto it and gives it a little kiss.
Eddie Hemmings, and then just Fraser and Malcolm. That's one of Russell's strengths. He picks the length so well. every indication that was a nick and a chance. Just look at the bowler.
It was the straight through. And Murray had a tough time with that one. The way the fielders and the bowlers threw their hands up in the air, it did look as if it was a snake.
Yeah, at this stage of proceedings, probably Shastri could get another short leg in just behind square. He could probably do without cover if he gets the ball up on a full length into that rough. It'd be difficult for Jack Russell to drive through the covers off the front foot. Even if he's blowing a bit short, as he is at the moment, he's playing everything off the back foot. He's got to get him coming forward and looking to drive off the front foot in that rough.
250 comes up now. The loss of 7 wickets. So Kapil Dev with the new ball. Well, Eddie got a little tickle on that. And picked up 4 runs.
Well, as I say, the new ball goes off the bat a bit quicker as well.
And a useful partnership building up for England. Over the top of third slip. No third man, 4 runs. So the new ball really has brought a flood of runs for England.
We've had a big crowd here all day. Oh, that's eluded slip. Will probably be 4.
Prabhakar is not really going to cause Russell too many anxious moments.
Well, that was in no man's land, and that brings up the 50 partnership off 94 deliveries. And it's an important one for England. Mightn't save the follow-on, but it's already taken an hour out of the game, and that's what England have got to look to do now.
Prabhakar took Russell by surprise. And at first we thought it went off the glove. I think it probably hit him on the side of the helmet.
That's the area that Hemmings loves. Give him any room at all.
And Hemmings waited for it before whacking it past cover.
And that boundary came towards the end of that excellent partnership between Jack Russell, who finished 34 not out, and Eddie Hemmings 26. 24 extras, a single added in that over to take the score up to 293 for 7, which was the case at the close. The bowling figures: Kapil Dev 1 for 70, Prabhakar 2 for 58, making his debut, Wasan 2 for 68, and I thought bowled pretty well, a little bit wild at times, but that's youthful enthusiasm. And Hiavani 1 for 53, Shastri 1 for 29, a very valuable. The last ball of the third over, Prabhakar is the bowler. He's coming into bowl to Jack Russell, and 2 runs have been added to the overnight score.
It's a quick one. And a beautiful throw, and it's out. What a wonderful throw. Atul Watson, a big fast bowler, demonstrating such agility and a wonderfully accurate throw. He couldn't have seen more than a stump and a half. It always looked a chancy single. Jack Russell pushing into the covers. And when you think the speed at which that happened, the umpiring was top class. So India get their breakthrough. After 10 minutes effort out there, 295 for 8, and Jack Russell's gone for 35. Angus Fraser is the man now walking to the crease. That was a surprise package.
Prabhakar bouncing this one, and Fraser getting it on the forearm guard as he takes his eyes off the ball.
That's it. Beautifully bowled by Prabhakar. You won't see better bowling than that. Followed the bouncer on the short ball with one that just swung and moved away from Fraser, and that was good enough. Caught Moray behind the stumps for naught. 299 for 9 now, England. So England have added only 6 runs this morning. It's exactly what India required.
And there it is, the little single, which does all sorts of things. That it brings up England's 300, takes Hemmings to 30. Well, it's not the first time he's been put on the seat of his pants. Curtly Ambrose did it in Barbados. Slightly more fearsome delivery. That's a great shot. No ball was called, but I think the shot was being played anyway. It's good tactics from Hemmings early on in the over. If it's up, then give it a crack.
Shot. That is a splendid half-century for Eddie Hemmings. Real good, gutsy performance.
Well, that's a super shot to go to 50 with. Pulling that down through mid-wicket, controlling it with the right hand, and 4 runs. What a splendid effort there from Eddie Hemmings.
That's the way number 11 should bat. These runs are very valuable, even if it comes to the point where England don't save the follow-on. They're also taking up time. Massive strike down the ground there. There's no fielder there, and it wouldn't have mattered because it's gone for 6.
Well, that's a tremendous blow. Against the spin, didn't really look to middle it, but it went for 6, and that's a big boundary down there at the Vauxhall end. Stepping back to admire it.
There's a change in the bowling. Kapil Dev was being kept for the new ball in the second innings, but a measure of how well Hemmings and Malcolm have defied India is that he now has had to come on. Oh, it could be trouble here. And he really motored down there in the end. Got away to a sluggish start. Left in the barrier stalls, in fact.
Well, Devon Malcolm didn't look to have a price at one time then, but He was in full flight.
Says Prabhakar. And that's the end of it. Then Saika takes the catch. Prabhakar deserves a wicket. He's bowled well again this morning. And Hemmings deserves the plaudits of the crowd, who will rise to him as he comes off the field here, having made 51 in that total of 340 all out. Devon Malcolm, not out batsman, on 15.
Well, there's no doubt about it that Prabhakar's looked more like taking wickets than any other bowler this morning. He's bowled very impressive. He's got the ball to move around. That was a good delivery again. Angled in, but then moving away late in the air and off the seam, and straightforward catch for Ben Saika there at first slip. But well played for Eddie Hemmings.
Indeed, it was an outstanding innings from Eddie Hemmings, and very, very good work there from Devon Malcolm as well. 15 not out. That was a most valuable partnership to take the total up to 340. Excellent bowling figures for India. Prabhakar was the outstanding bowler, apart from getting the best figures, 4 for 74 in 32.4 overs and 9 maidens, but they all did a great job. Wasan, the newcomer to the side, 2 for 79, and a wicket each to Kapil Dev, Hirvani and Shastri. And that is the state of play. England 266 runs behind. They were asked to follow on, and we join play now with the last ball of the first over. Prabhakar is the bowler. He's coming into Gooch, and 2 runs are on the board.
There we go. That's an historic boundary for Graham Gooch. First boundary of the innings. It takes him to 6. The crowd are aware of what that means. And there it is. He's now scored most runs in an English summer. It's not a record as such, because these are 2 series, 2 3-match series against 2 different attacks, but even so, a phenomenal season for Graham Gooch. Wasan now to Gooch. He runs here. Four of them.
Kapil Dev is bowling from the pavilion end. 2 slips in the gully of the close fielders.
Leg buys, so the bowler won't be complaining too much, but it didn't seem to me that Hirvani was actually putting in the big ones round the boundary there.
Gooch certainly played it in that, probably just in the back foot there, and his outfield was very quick. Not the smoothest. See the ball bumping along there.
Well, if the first bit of fielding Hirvani produced, or didn't produce, was a touch dainty, what about that one?
Well, this time Gooch getting the bat on it. First one was off the heel. That probably going a little bit quicker, which is probably more than could be set for Hirvani.
Well, that's beautifully bowled. Been bowling some good leg cutters.
That's well bowled. It's typical of the versatility of Prabhakar. Got the swing and the movement off the wicket, which Raymond's talked about, but then suddenly whack is in short, the short lifting ball, deceptive speed.
Well, Gooch was fortunate to get away with that. The hands were in front of the face, the ball is somewhere around about that, and could quite easily have flown in the air, but going safe.
The umpires now in conference out there want to speak to the captain, and this must be about the state of the ball, whether the seam is been picked, had some assistance, and David Shepherd saying, now come on, it is illegal to raise the seam. Now that's just a guess. But I think you can guess the seriousness of it, that that's a warning from umpires Shepherd and Plews that the bowlers, I mean, they love to raise the seam in more likelihood of the ball pitching on it and moving off the seam and scratching one side. That's a better one from Capel, and well played by Gooch. Kept his eye on it. Lovely shot by Gooch. Really clean cut off drive.
Right in the slot over there for Gooch. He just had to put his foot forward to that half volley and follow through.
Well, then that could have been almost anything. Either an inside edge onto the stumps, an edge through to the keeper. Oh, that is a lovely piece of bowling.
Well, if you can watch the follow through here from Wasson, and he really does go down the line of the stumps there, and I mean that is 6-7 feet down the pitch, not just over the 4-foot mark, but umpires tend to let them keep on getting away with it. I mean, it really is too near to allow, is that?
Well, that was what Atherton tried the over before. This one was shorter. He's got a bit of extra leverage.
A short bouncer, and this time making no mistake at all. Really whacking that and controlling, hitting it down through mid-wicket.
Successive fours there for Atherton. 2 short deliveries.
You see him going forward to start with there, but still getting well back onto that back foot.
And now the introduction of spin. And that's 50 for Graham Gooch. Generous applause from what is now a big crowd. And another sterling effort for England.
Been a lot of toing and froing out there in the last over or so. Quite a few chiefs have suddenly made their appearance. Time a bit previous there. There were 2 friendlies, and now we've got a proper one. Have we got to England? .52 to Gooch, 33 to Atherton. He hasn't bowled much loose stuff. on this ball. That was one just asking to be hit on the offside.
It's a lovely shot from Atherton, and he plays the leg spinner as well as anybody in this England side.
What a fine shot here by Atherton. A quickest delivery on the leg stump and perfectly balanced.
Awani now to Gooch. Can't be out. At least 18 inches pitched outside leg stump. He knows it.
That's right. Once the ball pitches outside leg stump, can't be out at all.
Well, that was interesting cricket. Gooch making his mind up early to come down, and Awani there, see him coming. Pushing it well wide of the leg stump, but Gooch trying to kick it away, and a bit of a fumble there with the keeper allows him to get back.
So all spin for India.
Another good innings there by Mike Atherton. 50 knocked out, 150 balls, 194 minutes, but just what England required. Shasley pitching well short there, and the only danger there was Gooch hit it over the top.
Kumble, the 12th man, is just going off the field. It'll be 50 up for England. Good opening stand. It's not the first by any means put on by this pair during this great summer. That's come straight out of the rough stuff, and it seemed to me it's spun from outside leg stump to miss off.
Well, that did go a long way, and that just shows the problems for the ball pitched in the rough. The wicketkeeper wasn't even on the right side of the wicket at the finish there.
India trying everything they know to dislodge this couple. Oh, what a wonderful catch. That's a brilliant catch. Superb. So Hirwani going around the wickets has paid off, and Graham Gooch, the England captain, has gone for 88, and the first wicket goes down for 176. Sunil, smashing catch there.
Oh, absolutely unbelievable. Gooch played a fairly firm glance, but it was uppish, and Vengsaka diving to his right caught it inches from the ground. The second time Gooch has got out in the 80s in this game. Pretty unusual for a man who made a habit of scoring centuries in the earlier games.
David Carr is the next batsman. Let's just see that again. It was around the wickets and the batsman letting the ball come onto him. And then the little tickle onto the pad, and that meant the ball would die. It wouldn't really bounce very far. And Kapil Dev's about to bowl to David Gower. Beautiful shot. Not a very good ball. It sort of asked for it. But you can't dismiss a ball from your presence more elegantly than that.
It's a fine shot there by David Gower, right on top of that square cut.
And that's elegantly in a gap. It's just running away from the fielder.
A bit of confidence back into the feeling out there at the moment.
Another cracking shot. Back foot this time. Made it look so easy. He's been out there for 18 minutes now, during which time Mike Atherton hasn't scored a single run.
And he got in a much better position there to play that. That was a lovely shot off the back foot.
But you see, David Gower has been attacking him, and he's just lost that control. That's a lovely shot square on the offside. Gower's faced 21 balls and scored 25 runs.
But he's only attacked him because he's bowled the ball in the wrong place, Tony. That's the problem. Again, he's short there, Hawani, and that misses all the rough. He's got to get it up on a driving length outside that off stump. And then it's a different problem altogether for David Gower.
As soon as it comes over the wicket and lapses slightly in direction, Gower is onto it in a flash.
Yes, direction well wrong there. 6 inches, 9 inches outside the leg stump and going down, and Gower just helping it on its way there.
There were no more boundaries after that stroke, and 2 more overs and 3 more runs added to take it up to 215 for 1. 88 to Gooch, 71 to Atherton, and 32 to Gower. A wonderful partnership between those two. The bowling figures: the 1 wicket fell to Hivani, that brilliant catch by Vensarkar just around the corner. The other spinner, Shastri, had none for 34. The pacemen bowled pretty well, but they weren't able to get through when compared with India. We join play now, the second ball of the 4th over. Hivani, the leg spinner, is bowling. David Gower is taking strike, and 5 runs have been added to the overnight total.
Straight away, there are problems, you see, once he gets it into that area and gets Gower onto the front foot.
Yes, he's created doubt in Gower's mind, and that's what he has to keep on doing.
That's the area.
Tendulkar perhaps a yard or so behind. Just scooped it up on the half volley.
Well, down it goes. They'd be a very happy man for that one to go down.
Fielder was very well placed, not deep, but halfway down there, and it's a simple catch grasped. Atul Wasson put specifically there for that lofted sweep shot.
Good fielding once again from Tendulkar.
That's a good pick-up, good throw. but Gower was always comfortably in.
A delightful square drive.
Really, it's very rare that Gower hits the ball through straight mid-off. He opens the face of the bat, uses the pace of the ball to go with the shot, and it usually goes squarish on the offside. Maybe occasionally towards cover point, but very rarely straighter than that. Shasha goes in charge today. Azharuddin is off with a bruised heel.
Well, there was a shout of catch, but I'm not certain if Atherton looked too troubled about that.
Well, the hands are bound to go up now. And from here it did look as if it had gone off the pads.
Big space there on the onside. Just requires a lunge onto the front foot, but that was a beautiful stroke too by Atherton. 250 comes up. Barker, the first seamer to bowl, just the one slip, and for Capel too, it's a defensive arrangement of the field. Oh, that must be out. And Michael Atherton goes. He looks dejected and upset. It's the end of a great vigil. LBW bowled Capel Dev for 86. He needn't be too upset. It was a fine innings, full of concentration and good strokes.
Yes, the ball nipped back in, kept a shade low. I think it beat him completely, this delivery from Kapil Dev. But Atherton somehow had got into a very defensive groove this morning. He wasn't able to get the ball off the square, excepting that try for boundary to mid-wicket in the previous over from Hirwani.
John Morris is the incoming batsman. Oh, as so often happens, you know, you put someone in close and it's the bowler who's affected, not the batsman. The batsman's been affected to the extent of getting a 50. Half century for David Gower.
In the air, but it was safe. The 8th score for David Gower. Here we are, England just one hit away from starting to tick the meter over the other way. And that's it. That squares things up. England are now level. And that's a good effort with a first innings deficit of this size, 266. To rub it off with the loss of only 2 wickets is a good effort.
Well, I don't know that I'd I do that. I've seen batsmen do that sort of thing before. You can come an awful cropper. Certainly looking quite a dangerous bowler. Fine shot.
Fine off drive there by Carver.
Morris now goes to 12, the 300 up. That's pierced the field. Nice looking stroke from John Morris.
Oh, just over little Tendulkar's hands. You could say that a taller man would have caught it, perhaps, or at least put a hand to it, but I'm afraid nature's played him a nasty trick just for a second there.
Yes, it probably have had dismissal there if we've been playing against the West Indies, one of their 6'9" players. That's the second time today that Gowers played that shot. This morning he just chipped it over Tendulkar.
It's a hot day. There's a big business to do for John Morris. Atul Wasson, the bowler. Really good straight bat. A thumping shot from Morris.
Oh, he's a strong player, Morris, big lad, and doesn't look to really have to flog at the ball. It's just nicely stroked, well timed. That's a beautiful straight hit.
There's a big shout. John Morris turns his back on the umpire. But Nigel Cruz has no doubt at all. Faintest little nick down the leg side, and Morris is gone.
Well, that's what the Indians wanted, to just revive them a little bit. Morris just trying to play the leg glance. Straightforward catch there for the wicketkeeper.
The truth is that this test match is far from dead. It's quite easy to anticipate a drawn match, but when you think about it, 7 wickets to fall. Only takes 7 balls. And our Lamb is the new batsman. Better before. Almost no point in chasing, really, once you hit the ball past the fielder. So fast is the outfield.
Yes, this was on the up. It wasn't a half volley. Lamb just hit it on the bounce and through the covers.
Lovely shot. His 15th boundary. Well, that might be it. And if it is, well, listen to the crowd. 1600 for England, 4th at the Oval. And if ever a man's entitled to, no malice in Gower, but if he thinks pick the bones out of that to one or two of his critics, he's entitled to say so. They've been on his back, he's proved them wrong, and that's settled a lot of arguments.
One is still to continue from that Vauxhall end.
Strokes like that, taking them out of danger. And if they manage to save this game, it will be a big save, I can tell you, after the opposition made 606.
A delightful shot by Gower. I'm sure he has read Ioane. He's played with the spin, because that was just outside off stump. Beautiful shot. Getting a little bit carried away there, Gower. But he actually hit inside the ball there, which was surprising. It just went more or less straight on. But he's pretty good knock. He's had the problem of all that rough outside the off stump, and he's coped with it pretty well, and he's gone on to 114.
That is a really nice stroke from David Gower. Ball spinning out of the rough. And I'd like to be able to pay the same compliment to the fielder.
He has to play this shot. He had to get right to the pitch of the ball. Often you see Gower take quite as big a stride as that when he's driving, but he had to get right to the pitch, driving onto that rough, and that was a beautifully timed shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Fielder had a little bit of a mare down there. Oops. And 4 runs.
And it's Ravi Shastri from the pavilion end.
And that single brings up the 400 for England from the last ball before the tea interval. Alan Lamb is 26 and David Gower a splendid 123. And some extraordinary tactics from the fielding side out there.
Ioane now to Lamb. That's a great shot. Exactly what he did to Ioane at Old Trafford. There it is, 6 runs.
Hit it straight through. As safe a shot as any once you get to the pitch of the ball, which Lamb did beautifully.
Ravi Shastri staying over the wicket, and he'll be bowling to Lamb. Good footwork. Oh, this might be out. Just safe. Very difficult chance. In fact, Lamb's got 4 runs for it, but it's only really an edged shot. Prabhakar was the fielder. Those little legs couldn't quite move quickly enough. Lamb's got hold of that. Shastri now to Gower. That's where he wanted to find the gap. his 19th four for David Gower.
Typical cover drive off the back foot.
That's the 100 partnership. It's come off just 137 balls, so Gower and Lamb now have virtually sealed the game as a draw. That's 50 for Lamb. That's it. The England balcony applaud and approve. This is 14th 50 for England, on top of course, the 1300s.
Kapildev from the pavilion end to David Gower. Gower's on 149, and that is 150. And this field takes him to 151. Well played, David Gower. It must seem like a fairy story to him. Suddenly the ground is filled with applause, as it always was. This is his 8th 115 Test cricket.
It's gone. Lamb has gone for 52. Juggle, 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 but finally grabbed. And Alan Lamb goes with the total at 463. It's taken a long time for a chance to go to hand. Ravi Shastri was the man who grabbed it. But Shastri bowled Kapildev for 52 from 102 balls. An innings played just at the right time. Robin Smith makes his way out to the centre. That is the end of Kapildev's over, and it is the end of the match. 5:20, and the declaration has come from England. Gower's hand is shaken by Kapildev and Ravi Shastri. Prabhakar, and a tremendous innings from David Gower. He finished 157 not out. There were some very nervous cricketers around at the start of the day, wondering if England could hold out. Well, not only did they hold out, but they carried the day away from India to finish 477 for 4. Gower 157, Smith 7. Two very happy batsmen there, Robin Smith and David Gower, and I thought that was a lovely knock from David Gower, his 157. A lot of happy people around England now that he's had such a marvellous comeback, and happy people around other cricketing countries as well. The bowling figures for India, a lot of strange tactics or non-tactics going on out there today. Kapildev, the only man to get 2 wickets, one to Wasan and one to Hirvani, who bowled that very long stint from the Vauxhall end. Shastri none for 86, and he was skipper with Mohammad Azharuddin off the field. This is what happened in the match. India 606 for 9 declared, England 340 and then had to follow on, 477 for 4 declared. The match drawn, England won the series by 1-0. David Gower, his innings of 157 unbeaten, 270 balls, 367 minutes and 21 fours. Well, man of the match, nominated by Sunil Gavaskar, was Ravi Shastri for his outstanding batting, fielding and bowling. The Indian player of the series, chosen by Mickey Stewart, the England team manager, was Mohammad Azharuddin, and the England player of the series was Graham Gooch. He was nominated by Bishan Bedi. And Graham Gooch received the trophy for competition between these two countries, England having won 1-0.